I was very little, I was taught how to think rationally and how to understand ideas and how to go to the root of the ideas, and I loved it, but my family was, my dad wasn't a Catholic. My mom was. They broke up when I was 3 years old. So I had like two aspects of life. One that was with my mom. I was living with my mom. She's a very happy individual. She's a very outgoing, always having parties at the house and bringing people together. My dad was a little bit more pragmatic, more serious, more business oriented in terms of not that business can't be fun, but in that time, he was very serious in all his manners, and so I had those two words colliding, and I was in the middle. Uh, that helped me understand many aspects of life in terms of the abstract and the tangible. I think that relationship with my mom and my mom being an artist and a singer, and she loved to sing and all that, and my dad being very focused on the numbers and on the task at hand, and like the important thing for him was the return on investment. So those two worlds, growing up with those two ways of viewing the world, like, people say that you develop either the left brain or the right brain more. And when I went to the United States, they did a test on me before I went to charter school. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And I'm in the middle. Like I don't, I am able to understand numbers. I'm not great at numbers, but I'm able to understand them. But I'm also able to understand art and music. And so it's like I'm a bridge between those two worlds. And I'm able to understand abstract ideas and bring them to the real, like the tangible aspect of life. And that's in essence what business people do. Like we have ideas, and sometimes we're very romantic about those ideas, but the key is to bring those ideas to the tangible world, to the real, to make them, those dreams, make them come true. And that's a little bit of my background. And
You
1990.
know, just a comment on that. So knowing you, first of all, I can see that. I can see both sides of your brain. The artist and the engineer kind of together in one person. That explains a lot about you.
Yeah.
But the other is what I think you just gave us a great insight into what makes an entrepreneur different from other business people. A lot of people can dream things up, but they can't make them happen. And a lot of people can make things happen, but they can't create, they can't dream them up.
That's true.
And so you have both the ability to dream and create and to execute and implement. And I think that may be the best working definition of an entrepreneur I've ever heard. So it's worth that just to have you on the podcast, man.
Thank you, man. Well, the things that I'm sharing to you right now, when I was living them, I had no idea. But when I got close to God and I was born again, little by little, God has been directing me towards the understanding of why I am the way I am, and how does everything come together in not only in my life, but in within and without. So that truth that I just shared with you comes with the reality that Jesus Christ made us both priests and kings, right? So when you're talking about a priest, you're talking about the intangible, the spiritual realm. We have the authority as priests to mold the spiritual realm, the intangible, the ideas, the dreams. And as kings, we have the authority and the deed to manage and to create those things that we see in the spirit. So when I understand what God has given us, the way He created humanity is in the middle, in between the unseen realm and the physical realm. And as entrepreneurs, we're exercising that authority both in the spirit and in the flesh. So we bring everything as one, and we're able to create amazing products and services that are blessings to others. And that's a truth that I learned in walking with my pastor Augusto, which you know pretty well, but also in my prayer time when God, sometimes He shows you little things here and there, and then you put everything together, and everything just makes sense. And so, what I'm sharing right now is things that I already know, but in that time, I had no idea. Like I had to discover who I was, and because
Mhm.
when they asked me, "Hey, Nico, what do you want to study?" I said international business because I wanted to get out of the country. It wasn't because I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur or I knew I wanted to be in business.